What's up, everybody? Nonpon here. I hope you've been well. You look good. I look different. I've gone through like 3 different transformations in the past month. I had my bunny VTuber model, I used my face cam for 2 weeks while my wife was away, and now I have this new model, so I'm sorry for the change up, but hey, regardless, in this video, I want to try to convince you to at least consider skipping Summer Maruzensky, okay? If I have successfully done that by the end of this video, leave a comment and let me know that I have. If I haven't, also leave a comment, let me know why. Open discussion, I'll be down there below in the comments as well, okay? The thing is, though, from the first argument I can't deflect is that if she is a favorite for you, or you like how she plays, I have no argument for that, right? If that is a favorite Uma, that is your Oshi and you want to pull for her, you're not wrong, right? If you like her, you like her. And if you're pulling her for that reason, you could probably just click off the video, because where I'm coming from, it's more of an economic standpoint of how valuable she'll be from you if you're like a light spender or a free-to-play player, because let's be honest, the accelerated banner is not doing anybody any favors, and there's so many important banners coming up that she may kind of break the bank a bit. So I think she's at least worth second thoughts, right? So why do people like Summer Maruzensky? Well, she has a very good unique, and she also has a very good recovery. The reason why people enjoy her is because as a front runner, you kind of need a big grocery list. You need speed, you want power to help you hit your acceleration, you want a lot of wit to stay in first place, the proc, angling, and scheming, which is Xian's Guys' ultimate, right? And then when it comes down to like a longer distance race, you don't really have enough buttons to fill up the stamina as much as you would want to. So having a recovery that works for you consistently is pretty huge, right? That is like one extra thing you don't have to worry about. And that's a big reason why people like her. Of course, her unique is really good. You need to have another person with you in order for her unique to actually proc. But it's still pretty good. Like, as long as there's like a second front runner, she's amazing. There is hardly any downsides to Summer Maruzensky besides the fact that she will be power crept by other front runners in the future, like in Gacha, right? But here's where I'm coming from, right? And this is where I'm gonna just give my opinions on how I feel about the whole front runner thing and global. From my experience in Cancer Cup, guys, I don't think global has enough time to cook up these frontrunners. I really don't. Frontrunners are a high invested position, maybe even a whale position, some would call it. And even from my perspective, I got done with 2 of my Umas that weren't frontrunners in like probably a week or so. My frontrunner, my Falco, in order to get her perfect, you know, at least for my standard, right? It could be different for you. It took like 8 times as long to get that done. And that's just one front runner, right? That's just one front runner. Imagine how much I would have to spend to just get like 2 front runners good to go, because I know that Maruzensky wants another front runner if there's not another one, if someone else doesn't bring their own, you know what I mean? And that's where I'm coming from. It's like, it's almost like a balancer at the same time, because of this accelerated banner. You just don't have that time to actually craft these front runners, because either they're bad or they're good, right? There is like no in between. If I make a late surger and I get some good skills and don't get everything I want, that's okay. But for a front runner, you got to get the whole grocery list. Otherwise it's garbage, right? You need the groundwork. You need the 3 screen skills. You need some mid game skills. You need a lot of speed, power, wit. It's a lot. And when you don't have enough time to cook to get all of that going, I personally do feel like the value of front runners has almost like gone down a bit from this acceleration. I'm not going to say they aren't good. Of course they're good. They have a high win rate, absolutely. But I do feel like comparatively to other servers and how fast we're going, it's almost like other positions have a chance to shine now, because in Cancer Cup, man, I've seen people make front runners. I've seen people attempt to make good front runners. But as far as like this imaginary monster that we almost like pretend like, oh no, front runners are going to be like diabolical, they're going to be crazy, they're going to destroy everything. Yeah, I mean, what ifs are nice, but that's not what we're seeing. You know what I mean? Like there's always like a make-believe meta, like a theorycraft meta of like what could be potentially good and what actually ends up happening. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like tool-assisted super play for like speedrunners, right? Like this is what's possible in the game if you're a machine and you can get it done, but here's what actually happens when you are a human, or here's what happens if you're in a specific population and this specific accelerated banner, right? That's where I'm coming from. It's like, even for like any front runner, right? And that's another thing, right? If you aren't spending that much and you know, you're kind of low on carrots, you have to understand that if you're going to go off this front runner diving board, it's a big abyss, man. It's going to stare back at you, because then you're going to want like what? Valentine's Mihono, right? Valentine's Mihono is also really good. That's another Uma you're going to want. It just never ends, right? The whole front runner abyss never ends. And if you're like that, you know, that small percentage of players in global that can pull it off and get it done and refresh your stamina over and over again just to get that front runner to work for your champions meet, then good for you, right? But I'm slowly starting to realize that it's just like, it's for the main population. Unless she's a favorite for you, or you're really committed to this whole front runner thing, I personally just don't think she's worth it, right? I just don't. There's so much more to look forward to. Christmas Origuri is a unit that people really want. There's the Reiko banner. There's, what is it? Nice Nature's card, right? There's a lot of considerations for the future. And Summer Maruzensky, you know, at the end of the day, she is an Uma. And we all know that Umamusume is a deck builder game, right? It is a deck builder game. And, you know, if you pull Umas, that's fine. But ultimately, support cards are going to help you out more. Now, while that all may be the case, I am still happy with how frontrunners have been in global. I do feel like it's a little bit more fair that frontrunners don't have as much time to cook. Now, to be fair, other positions don't have that much time. But still, you know, I'm kind of happy with how global is. Now, I might eat my own words, and eventually we'll see like a surplus of frontrunners in the future. But I'm not seeing that right now, right? I'm not seeing the top leverage of frontrunners. Maybe that's you. Maybe it's not. Higher chances that it's not, because God, I hope you did not have to go through all that time to make a front runner like I did, because it sucks. it sucks getting groundwork. It sucks procking everything. It's rough, man. It's rough. I could probably have made like 3 champions meets teams with it by the time I had one front runner, and my Discord's going off. I thought I had that in streamer mode. My bad. Anyway, I will still be doing pools for her though. So like, even though I kind of want to skip her myself, I'll still do viewer pools. Again, if you like her, that's fine. If you're on that front runner high and you really want to just run front runners and have a high win rate and you're him or her, good for you. But ultimately, like I think she's a skip with what's happening in the future. That may be changed, but let me know if you've been convinced to consider skipping her. If not, that's okay too. I just want to put my thoughts out there. Cancer Cup has not ended yet. We'll see what happens. I'll post my finals soon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye bye. I appreciate you.